Welcome back to Discover Wisconsin. American Sky Brewing Company is a microbrewery that pays homage to U.S. aviation during World War II and appeals to microbrew and mainstream fans alike. How about this counter that looks like the wing of a World War II plane? You can see Rosie the Riveter just making this. Military reverence is reflected in the photos of veterans as well as their flagship beers. The Blonde Ale Tail Gunner Gold, the smooth and malty Amber Salute, and robust Citra-hopped USA IPA.
So, Greg, this is a family-owned business here, you and your wife. Tell me a little bit more about your brewing philosophy.
So my brewing philosophy, has and always will be, is building a beer style that's a good crossover style. So a beer that caters to a larger marketplace and a beer that's easy to drink and something that you can sit on a lawnmower with and have a beer.
Nice, fantastic. So tell me about the beers that you brew, because it does seem like you have a quite diverse catalog of beers that you brew.
Yeah, so we originally started the brewery and we started with a flagship beer, something that's easy to drink and it's more palatable to the general consumer. And those would be Tail Gunner Gold and Amber Salute were the first two. We then moved into a really hoppy style of beer, which is USA IPA. And then now we're moving into the sours and the fruity type of beers and some of the lagers.
Now, we're heading to sailing school. Every year, kids from 7 to 17 can go to sailing camp to learn the basics, and then some. It's designed to engage kids in fun and entertaining ways while delivering the lessons that produce skilled sailors.
We think it's a lot more than just sailing. It's a lot of life lessons out there, self-reliance, independence, teamwork. There's all kinds of decisions to be made every minute, and if they don't make the right decisions, they can get into trouble. But they rise to the challenge, they love the opportunities to learn, and they oftentimes become an entirely different person over the course of a week.
It's fun, but when you turn, you gotta be careful because the boom will come and swing at you.
It's a great summer activity, but if you're looking for something to do in the wintertime,
Hudson's Hot Air Affair will not disappoint.
Now, Collin, I know you know Hudson, but have you ever seen your hometown from this view?
Thousands of visitors join local residents every year on the first full weekend in February. About 40 hot air balloons launch in the morning and later light up the night.
So what do you love about ballooning over the Hudson area?
It's just the river. You know, everyone comes to see the river. It's just a beautiful river. You know, we put up probably 1,000 to 1,200 people a year, and in 27 years, I've never had a complaint. So.
Bring your cameras, it's quite a sight. They also have the Torchlight Parade. By the way, I was glad to catch a ride after an arduous day of smooshboarding, another staple of the Hot Air Affair. Never heard of the sport? It's 4 people, strapped to 2 skis, competing on an obstacle course.
There's tales that it started in reaches of the Antarctic somewhere and migrated here to Hudson probably 20 years ago. We've been doing the competition for a long time, but it's just it's a wacky sport in the middle of winter. What else are you going to do when it's 10 below
Might
zero?
as well strap on a ski and have 4 people try and race together, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Go for the gold.
Right. So it's competitive, but it's also got to be pretty entertaining to watch, right?
If by winning this race you win prizes worth well under $10.
I will just stop right here.
I was hoping my Captain America costume came with special powers, but you can see our superhero team was not especially super. We did have a great time, though.
Oh my gosh, I'm not a very good smooshboarder. Till next year.
Well, Mariah, I'm so happy you were able to come visit my hometown. I grew up here, and it's such a great place to come back and visit.
You do have a lovely hometown, whether it's an elegant champagne brunch or smooshboarding. Who thought I would do that?
Looks like you need some more practice. You got to come back year after year. You get better over time. You can really perfect those falls.
I thought I was doing good. My time here was filled with fun moment after moment. I absolutely loved it.
That's great. Well, for the entire Discover team, I'm Collin Geraghty.
And I'm Mariah Haberman.
Get out there and discover Wisconsin for yourself.
technical difficulties this time.
Okay. So, Team Superheroes, are you ready to go?